Greetings, my fellow Fright Fiends. It's your buddy Boogeyman Ben, here for another episode of Boogeyman Ben's Horror Zone. And today's video is going to be on a new movie that I just watched. It's a movie that came out on the 15th of this month, and it's available, I think, in limited release, and it's actually playing on video on demand. The movie is called Holidays, and it's a horror anthology movie that goes through not only Halloween and Christmas, which have many, there's several horror films dealing with those holidays, but also things like Father's Day, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, and New Year's Eve. And it's got a great talents behind it. I'll name off some of the directors. You have Anthony Scott Burns, you have Kevin Kolsch, who is one of the directors of Starry Eyes. You have Nicholas McCarthy, who did The Pact. You have Adam Egypt Mortimer. You have Gary Shore, who did Dracula Untold. You have Sarah Aiden Smith, Scott Stewart, who did Dark Skies, Dennis Windmere, who is also a director on Starry Eyes, and as well as Ellen Reed. And you have Kevin Smith, who, of course, everybody knows, and he has done, recently started getting into the horror scene with movies like Tusk, and then he also did Red State several years back. And then the cast, you have actress Lorenza Izzo. She was in Knock Knock as well as The Green Inferno. And you also have Seth Green, Michael Gross, Jocelyn Donahue. Fantastic actors. And so it's an anthology which seems to be making a comeback into horror ever since Trick or Treat was released almost 10 years ago. But each segment is around a different holiday, and as I mentioned at the top of the video, you have Valentine's Day, you have St. Patrick's Day, Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Halloween, Christmas, and New Year's Eve. And each one of them, the thing that I really liked about the film is that each one of those is very different. Yeah, they're all very unique in their own way, which I really liked and thought it was really refreshing. I have to say that the most disturbing segment, in my opinion, was the Father's Day segment. That one really got under my skin. I think it was the most effective and the scariest. Yeah, but the Father's Day one just terrified me. I mean, my wife and I were just both shaking after that one. It just, because it was so well done, very well paced, the tension was just so palpable on that one. It just really, really got to me. But all of them were, there wasn't one in the bunch that I thought was weak in any way. If my least favorite of the group was, unfortunately, I feel like Kevin Smith's wasn't as strong as the others, and it's sad because he took on the holiday of Halloween, and I just felt like his was a little unfocused, and I've heard other people say the same thing, and it's a shame because I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan, but I really just felt like his segment wasn't as focused as the other ones. My second favorite after the Father's Day one was probably the Christmas one. I really liked that one. I thought that one was very entertaining and creepy, and that one had a lot of humor in it. The New Year's Eve one was fantastic as well, so those are probably my top three. But the Easter one was really creepy, just because I grew up Catholic, and there's things about that one where they talk about things like, where does the Easter Bunny come from, and the whole thing about, it's also dealing with Christ rising from the dead. Those two things both figure into the Easter story, those two elements, and the results are very disturbing, to say the least. I really enjoyed Holidays. I think it's a great addition to the horror anthology genre, which is making a huge comeback right now. If I gave this a rating on my scale, I would give this one 4.5 skulls. So yeah, I really liked it. It's available on VOD right now. You can get it on Amazon. I'm sure it's on iTunes. I got it off of my cable subscriber. I just called it up that way. It is in limited release. You can't buy the Blu-ray or the DVD yet, so I assume they'll be coming out probably within the next few months. But just wanted to take this time to talk about the film Holidays. If you guys have seen it, please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Please no spoilers, but it'd be nice to hear what other people think about the film. I'm just curious because I really liked it, and I'm hoping they make more horror anthologies, and I'm really looking forward to Trick or Treat 2 whenever that comes to be. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I hope everyone's doing well. Take it easy. Stay scared. Peace.